Mr. Sandman, yes, bring me a dream. Well, new trailer for the Sandman adaptation on Netflix. Officially an announcement date trailer. Well, I'm still hopeful for this. I'm curious. I am nervous. I'm hoping we're going to get an indication of how this might differ from the comic. Again, I love the comic, but we already have a super faithful adaptation in the Audible thing that's being done. So, like, for this, I don't want super loyal. I want to see something a little bit different. I want to see a new spin on some of these ideas. But I'm not super hopeful we're going to get that. But let's not prejudge. Let us instead take a look at what the trailer has for us.
I am the king of dreams, ruler of the nightmare realm.
Cool effects. That's fine.
What are you doing here?
That's a good shot.
He's coming, isn't he?
Oh, Mad Hetty!
Yeah. Morpheus, the Aneromancer. You know the Sandman.
He's a fairy story, Hetty.
I forget who Jenna Coleman's playing.
He's no fairy story. He's back.
Good to know.
What's he got in his hands? Open your hands now!
That's a bad request. That's a cool shot. From behind and front, not as much.
Palace, the realm. They are not as you left them.
Oh, Lucian.
With you gone, the realm began to decay.
Nice. That's a good look. I dig it.
The dreams and nightmares no longer seem to
Ooh, that was
recognize the
death.
master. You will remind them. He's free. He's out of his cage.
Is that the Corinthian? I'm going to be real picky about the Corinthian. I was for the Audible as well. August 5th. Hey! Hi, Matthew. Okay. There's a lot of new footage there, yet at the same time, I feel like it's not a lot to go off of. Like it's few bits here and there. Can I be honest? I'm nervous about Morpheus right now. I'm trying to think what it is about. I know what it is. So the thing is, in the comics, Morpheus is very stoic. He's very hard to read in the face. And he's also like a very intimidating character. He's meant to be. But the thing about the expressions we saw for the actor playing Morpheus is he looked angry. He looked like he was actively frowning. And that strikes me as not quite right. And I don't want to be nitpicky. Well, with some things I'll be nitpicky. I'll be nitpicky about the Corinthian. I'll be nitpicky about Desire. And I'll be nitpicky about Puck if he shows up, because those are the characters I would want to play. And that's like, as someone with acting ambitions who never made it, like that's something that's often unique to my viewing and or listening experience, because I actually brought it up with all three of those characters for the Netflix adaptation when I did my review of the first part of that I just like, that's not how I would read it, and I don't think it's better than how I would read it, and then it frustrates me because, it frustrates that unfulfilled acting desire in me. Like, just give me a chance. I can do it better. But anyways, so I don't think the thing that I'm talking right now about Morpheus is nitpicky, or at least I hope it's not. It might ultimately end up being nitpicky, but there's something about, and it might also be the shots that were chosen, because like it's him immediately busting out. He is legitimately angry at that, but even then, to my memory in the comics, even when he is angry, the face is still unsettlingly flat. Not even, I almost said serene, not at peace, just gives nothing away. And that's not what I'm getting from this performance, the bits that I'm seeing so far. So that makes me a little bit nervous because it's a pretty big part of Morpheus is his emotional constipation. Like he just shoves everything down. That's who he is to a large extent. So, kind of an emotional expression the way we were seeing there, that's gonna have me a little bit nervous. We didn't get much more than glimpses of anybody else. We saw Lucian, looked good. We saw what looked like the gates of hell. Those look promising. And we got a view like kind of from the back on the Corinthian. I'm gonna be nitpicking. It's like from first time reading that, I'm like, I want to play that part. I really want to play that part. But I'm going to be nitpicky about that. But we got like little glimpses of death and of, I think, desire in there. We didn't get to hear Matthew talk yet. I am going to be curious to hear how that is. Who the heck is Jenna Coleman playing? I'd forgotten she was in this. I gotta check this because, like, I saw her. I'm like, oh, it's Clark. No, wait, who is she playing? I mean, I suppose, given the absurdity that that goes on in Doctor Who with Clark, it wouldn't be that much of a stretch to have her be. She's the version of Constantine we got. All right, so she's Joanna Constantine. I'll be really curious to see how that character gets used because that's one of the areas where, like, I'm hopeful that this is a newer take because nothing about her performance to me read just a femme version of John Constantine's role in that original comic. She's a little bit too upbeat, frankly. John's usually a little bit more busted up. And she's also too pulled together to just be an equivalent to John. And that's good in my mind. Like, I want to see where the deviations are. Oh, we also saw a tiny bit of David Thewlis, who's playing Dr. Destiny. I feel like that's a good pick. I'll be curious to see that too. This doesn't really do a ton to alter my overall thoughts and hopes and fears about the finished product. I'm going to be nervous up until I see it. And I'm not going to really know for sure until I start to spend more time with these characters and really get a feel and a sense for them. So I'm probably never going to get that from trailers alone. So this is probably this sort of, like, some of this looks promising. Some of this makes me nervous, and I hope it's good. This is probably, if there's any more trailers, this is what you're going to get. That's the essence of it. But what do you think of this trailer? Whatever your thoughts are, drop something down in the comments. Let's talk about it. Like, share, subscribe. Patreon's what pays the bills. Allows me to do this as my living. And even if you can't help with that, there's things down in the description for you to check out. Other things I do, other projects, merch, books, etc. But don't worry too much about it. We take a relaxed attitude around here, so you can just come on back next time you need a break. All right, I've got thanks to give for my Patreon supporters. Robin Moore, Zubin Lala, Tarak, The Thing That Goes Doink in the Anime, Oliver B., Linda Walters, Emu Delki, The Oath of Boyd, TT, Pernobulax the Poodle, Zach, Eidolon, Tracy Scrabbit, Angry Casperl, Toku, BL Fubian, Adam, RDL Taylor, Shane Ross, Shayla Gourlay, and Brendan LaRose. The Rats and I thank you.